Okay, so what are the categories? I'm recording this.
Now wait a minute, now hold on up.
Well, hold up the folk art one.
Oh, here, this is one that you wouldn't believe. Oh, this is Walter Breakers, that's not the one I'm thinking of. This is the Driscolls. These two, I painted, oh man, I struggled with this one. This is the painting right here. And I'll show you what, is that I couldn't part with them. Now, this is the finished painting job, right here. And wait a minute, this is my sketch. One thing I can't convince people of doing is that I sketch everything first.
Don't all the great painters do that, though?
I sketch it and then I paint it from my sketch. This is the painting.
Okay, hold it up there.
You got it?
Yeah,
It's kind of in the shadow.
Yeah,
It's
they look
okay.
like this. Does that help any?
I got it.
You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now here is my, you see, this is not the same size.
Looks like it was
as
pretty
this.
big.
This is Father Driscoll's home place. And this is how I sketch it, and this is, and you do little hollyhocks, you write hollyhocks here, and you do little notes, put notes
But
in.
you did the sketching for all of these?
I sketch everything that I paint, I sketch it first.
See? Must
That's
have-
it, and then I painted the,
Picture, the finished picture was that big?
is that painted?
Was it that big when you got finished with it, or did you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm. In painting, it was this big. And then Father Driscoll asked me to do it, and then I did it, and I gave him the painting. And that was pretty colorful. But one of his nieces or nephews got it now.
Mhm.
Sometimes I feel like I'd like to go back and look at it
Well, I wonder
again.
who has it now.
Huh?
Must be Mrs. Ivan Kurt that has it
I
now.
think so, one of the Driscolls anyhow had it.
Well,
And
her
then
mother
it
was
was
a Driscoll.
up in the bank for a while, and quite a few people asked if I would do one again.
Well, yeah, the last time I saw you had
Yeah.
a lot of things organized in folders. That's what these are. But these are like copies made on a copy machine.
This is the,
That's a copy.
this is a copy of my original. And then I had it blown up so that I could kind of see what was going on. And here's, this one tells it like it is. This is a copy of the, no, this is a copy of the original. The original is that big, that's their house. And then the mother in that family wanted to know, she's 12 kids, and she wanted to know if I could, they each wanted a house like this, a painting of their house. Well, I'm not going to do a painting, but I do little prints. And oh, they were so happy that all the kids, each one got a print of their house. It's been so rewarding for me. I really feel thankful that I did all that.
Oh, yeah.
And here's a nice one too. And that is the sketch, and that is the,
I wonder, that's a pretty old house. I wonder whose that is.
yeah,
You have it written on the back?
yeah.
You don't know whose house it was?
Oh, I did it, wait a minute. North edge of Cascade, that's all it says. So did you get that one?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I think so.
I'll just put a few up here and
Yeah, give us
see if we want to.
give us a
This
few
one you did.
samples.
This one is Tom Faw's house.
Oh, out of 136.
Mhm. And this one is our farm. I said, no.
Oh, that, now wait, is that the sketch?
Yeah.
Let me get that one.
And
So all of the, like the winter and the summer, did you do a separate sketch for each of
Always
those?
have to, yeah.
I have to do the sketch first, yeah. I don't know if anybody else does that or not, But they want all the window panes to be the size of the window panes, and if- not 4 or 5, 6. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all that. And so I sketch it, and then when they come to look at it, then I would correct it. This one is Mike Noonan's house. That's a
Across
nice
the road
house.
from us, yeah.
Mhm. They got 2 more, I painted 2 more for them, for 2, or was it 1 more?
That's the house folder.
Hmm?
Well,
That
that's
folder is all houses.
part of it, yeah. A lot more than that. A lot more houses than that, then.
Well, I got 3 more of these things that they have houses and barns and stuff, and this should be with the houses kind of clipped on, but I'll do that later.
That before.
Of what?
The
Which-
folk art, what's in that folder there?
I don't know which one you mean.
You got it in your hand, I think.
This one?
Yeah, we looked at that already, but I didn't get it on film.
Oh, well, let me see, could I, how will I set this up so?
Oh, you don't have to show too many, just describe that there's like hundreds of them in there
Yeah,
that are all folk art that you sold at shows. Is that what most of them are?
yeah. Well, somebody bought you that stuff to,
Hmm?
somebody
Oh,
must have
this-
bought you that stuff to paint for him.
This is the classic of folk wrenches.
Mm-hmm,
Mhm.
okay.
It all
Oh,
fits
you're not
together.
taking my voices, are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna have that down there forever for the rest of the Boyle family.
Well, that,
Yeah,
yeah.
this one has quite a story to it. I don't know if I can keep it all straight though.
Well, tell him what,
That's
what
the-
is it?
Gary
Their
Owen.
Church,
Gary Owen was having, what was their festival?
they have an auction.
They were having an auction. And here, I don't wanna, wait, I don't wanna, I wanna lean it on there. Can you get it like?
Yeah, that works great. Yeah, that's good.
And Gary Owen was having an auction, and a lot of people came, and we were there, and they wanted, how did that happen? Who asked me to do it in the church? To paint the Gary Owen church, that would be this church.
Yeah, Pat Walsh.
Oh, yeah,
wanted
Pat
it.
Walsh, a good
wanted
friend
a
of ours
picture.
from north of Gary Owen. She wanted to, how'd that go?
She wanted to donate it to the church,
Yeah,
and she had both our names on it, and she took the picture home, her husband come up and got the
well,
picture.
now, wait a minute, they've auctioned it off.
Well, just a minute, they come up 2 weeks ahead of time to get the picture,
Yeah, I know.
and then about a day or 2 before the auction, they said they never got the picture.
They don't
They
have
thought
it.
it was still up here, and they come up, well, we didn't have it, so Irma had a quick paint another one.
Oh my gosh.
Well, what happened to the first one?
Well, they mislaid it at home, but a year later, that's the picture she brought back, and that's why we have it.
Oh, I see. Otherwise, you'd have nothing but a little
This is-
photo.
Yeah, this is the second time I painted that. I mean, yeah, the first one, it disappeared. Of course, I just didn't get too shook over it. I mean, it's just a painting. But,
Well, it disappeared down in their house someplace.
Clouds on that painting, how did you do the clouds?
oh, the clouds. Oh, I was saying that too. There's many little tricks that you pick up as you go along. You put some white paint on your fingertip right here, and you dip it in the kind of thick white paint, and you just kind of roll them around.
Oh, like that.
like
You
that.
don't use the
You
brush
don't do
at
that with
all?
a brush at all.
Oh,
And then with if they get too white some places, well, then you just take a rag and wipe your finger off again, and just roll it around.
Hmm.
I didn't know.
And then maybe with a real soft brush, you just whisk it over.
Kind of
and,
fuzz it a little bit.
Smooth them out, I guess.
Yeah,
Mhm.
make them look so that they're not clouds.
Yeah.
And then what did you say about stippling? You stipple?
The what?
Did you say you stipple the trees?
The stipple, I stipple the trees, yeah.
What's stipple?
You have your paintbrush, I don't have any, they're all in the other room. And then you dip it in whatever color, like yellow I used over here, and then you just kind of just stipple that in there.
Little dotted like, you mean,
Mhm.
little dots.
Mhm. Well, you can kind of see how it's done when you look. close at it. Oh, so I could paint trees with almost my eyes shut, you know, just painted. I don't know, when I look back, I think, well, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
That's true.
Well, you must have done it pretty efficiently, or you couldn't have done that many paintings.
Well, I don't know.
It's neat.
Well, make a little lunch or something like that.
Well, that tells you that I don't feel I'm working, I guess. I just
Mhm.
enjoy
You never
doing it.
stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And his theory on this is that this is all clear air in here that it's just, that it's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And so.
Because of the depth of the picture.
Huh?
Is he mean because the picture has so much depth to it?
That's right. It's so
Mhm.
deep from here to back here, he said. It's
Mhm.
all air. You painted air, he said. And so I got best of show there.
Mm-hmm.
At barns and churches and a jail. And you do have this.
That's the one we have.
Have you got one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and there's the famous car painting, huh?
Well, yeah,
Oh my.
yeah, I painted the, she came over and said, would I paint the car? And I did everything, well, I wanted to paint it.
Was this in your Team Dog phase? Didn't you paint the Team Dog bus?
Yeah, and she was a good friend of mine, and, yeah, but this was quite a, their name is Huffman or something, and they have Huffy on there. And this is her husband's car, and she wanted that for Christmas about 2 years ago, I guess. And it says Blaze on there.
Mm-hmm.
And you see all those tiny little lines
Oh yeah.
I use a scratch pen and just draw those lines
Oh, wow.
and dot those lines. So, and then this is the convent that is, well, it's probably 100 years old for Cascade. And then this is the priest's house there. And I sold those, and I got a couple left. But and then this is the country school right north of town here, and it has become kind of famous. They have get-togethers there, and there's some people that live on the other side of the trees there, and they have picnics and stuff. But now they moved this schoolhouse to Cascade, right down the road a bit. And then I had all schoolhouses had what do you call these?
Outhouse.
What do you call them?
The outhouse.
Back house?
Outhouse.
Outhouse, there you go. And I had to kind of dream that up. But you could see how you you put down the dark green first, then you go to another lighter green, and finally you wind up putting yellow on. And you pick up that stuff then. And then of course this is.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Does anybody
painting.
have that?
I don't know.
This is kind of a memorable one though.
That was
Mm-hmm.
early in your painting, wasn't it?
Do you want to take it? This is kind of a memorable one though.
That was
Mm-hmm.
early in your painting, wasn't it?
Do you want to take it? See if it go.
Was that early?
Oh, yeah.
That's one of your early paintings?
This what?
Is that one of your early paintings?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is that. Well, the chair isn't in here now. But anyhow, that was a chair that we used to use to sit on. This is my mother's blanket that she put over her knees. And she was sitting on the chair peeling apples in one of those old orange crates. It was too much for me. I had to get that painted.
Mm-hmm.